Oh, God, now I get it. Well. Oh, it's still coming out the same tab, isn't it? Hold on a second, I just realized something. I know how to fix this. Well, that for starters, but, other things as well. Different fixes. Not the same as this. I have been a fool this entire time. A foolish fool. And I now realize what exactly the foolish thing was. I'll explain in a sec. Well, actually, I'll explain now because I have to work through it, so you can't really see what I'm doing. So for the past few restreams, in order to combat the lag, I've had me in the same restream as myself on a different account. The mistake I've made thus far is using a different browser for this. However, I think if I can actually just put everything on the same one, it might be just a little bit better and slightly more bearable. So yeah, that's what I'm going to attempt now. So I'm going to invite myself into Restream. I'm going to just do this again. In fact, I could even use the same page. Well, why not? What have I got to lose? Okay. Okay. Checking. Oh, of course. Wait. If I do that, and then I mute this tab, well, let me mute the tab. What? Why can I not mute the tab? I can translate the tab to English if I so desire, but I can't mute it. Let's try that. No. Okay. No. Not only that, but I get the notice that the host has muted me. I know I am the host. Okay, let's say mute site. Does that mean that this one is gone too? I don't know. I can't see anyone in chat so far. So can anyone hear me? Actually, I'd love to know if people are actually alive. You are Speed, okay, but are you ears? As in, can you hear me? we get the answer to that question, let's go ahead and... Oh, yes, you can. Oh, that's weird. If I switch from the host perspective, it reverses the order the comments appear in for some reason. So, like, first of all, I get I am speed, then I get yes, and then I get audio is fine, which is obviously the correct order because that's the order that I asked the question in. However, for some reason on the host, on the non-host mode, the guest mode, you get yeah, audio is fine first, then yes, then I am speed. Who set that format up? Side note, it is actually pretty funny seeing myself in black and white right underneath myself as well. I think I've cracked it. All right, fair enough. All I have to do is meet the site in future, and hopefully still be able to share the audio from here. I guess we're about to find that out. Right, come on then. Let's see. Can you hear this? The format go brrr. Yes, it does. You know, it's weird because brr or burr or whatever actually has if you read Spanish comics, it's used in the same way as gur. So you get them going like brr or something like that. It's always an expression of anger. So it's weird how it's taken on this new format and stuff. I don't know. Again, someday I will talk about Spanish media and adaptations and localization and all the Asians, but I don't have the time right now. In fact, I barely had time to set this up. My phone is still charging. That's why I have to keep going back to restream so I can see the chat. And I was half an hour late, and I still have got to go and get my actual stuff. So I like the snacks and stuff from downstairs. So I don't even have an intermission anymore. That's the one thing I miss from Streamlabs. I don't have an intermission anymore for this kind of thing. I don't know. I guess I have to record myself going, hello, you are now watching an intermission. This is, I don't know, be entertained or something. I don't know. You know, I could always play a different video for you guys in the meantime. While we wait, actually. Yeah, while we wait, I'm going to play you guys a different video or something. I don't know. I could play you Aiden's review of Sunset Paradise, which he just posted in one of our group chats. But no, I think I'll just play you, like, I don't know. I'll play you the Zayn song, because before we get into a terrible arc again, let's actually watch someone who's actually, you know, benefited from this particular season. Let me just check. Is the next one? Oh, the next one's my review of Phoenix Drop Days. Okay. Well, that's going to be interesting. That's a reviewception right there. Anyway. Enjoy a brief intermission while I go and get myself some food. Steps in a place where everyone's annoyingly happy. Never good enough for Cassie's prep. It wasn't right for me. They all thought that this was some phase, and you're just confused, and that's how everyone saw me. I gave up the darkness and found my place, so said my fairy. Lonely and sad was the life I had, rather stay far away because people made me mad. Got a foul head, I'm evil enough, say won't catch me dead. So much to hide and to cast aside. Is it possible I'll open up to let them let it slide till the bill ran? I'll stick with my best friend over my family. Okay, yeah, it's kind of cool, I'll admit, but that doesn't mean I'm written out to the darkness. In case you see something in me, I won't quit, and that is unlikely.
God was not fun if I'm being honest. This idea was the harshest. Lawrence doesn't help, but he's second to none compared to my family. Sharp and direct, I aim to protect. Up is my best friend, that is something people must respect. I have long plans and tears for why I chance to try and act more seriously. Luck could not be now, so it would seem, but I never wanna let her get close to someone like you till the bitter end. I'll slip from my best friend over my family. Who'd have thought that I could be just secrets of causing pain to my own dear brother? Now I'm back to normal, everybody is relieved, he is my family. Time for yet another grand vacation, where I'm back here with a significant other. The wine insist on a change of our pace and let us try slowly. Rocky and gray, this I'm a remain. I am putting most step forward because they're allowed to save in the team spirit of plan to stay with it till we're home.
Hold on, what the heck? What just happened? I came back and I was gonna do like an entrance. I was gonna be like, oh wow, I came in at the exact right moment. I was waiting at the door the whole time. But then I looked at the screen and I was like, hold on, why is this paused on an image of blue bricks? Like, I know it's my outro slate, but still. That's not supposed to happen. Did full screen just decide to fall asleep on me? Can anything go right? We're not going to have one of these for a while, because the next one's going to be in like ages. I don't get it. Let's talk about Afmal then. Gonna close that first of all, so there's no distractions. I say while wearing a Luigi shirt. Okay. Finally, 12 minutes in, we're actually going to start this properly. Not that it's particularly warranting of an epic or even satisfactory beginning, because this episode is Mummy's Surprise. So, all of that talk about, the terrible Dante arc and stuff, how Dante was done dirty. Yes, he was indeed. And I would say, yeah, that is one of the worst arcs, and I see why Aiden hates it so much. However, here's an arc that I hate even more. And it happens to feature Dante's brother. By pure coincidence, might I add, because when I actually saw him in the series again, I thought, hey, I want to see more about this guy. Because again, this is around the time I was concocting the original script of The Truth About Travis. And which is a theory that revolves around Jean. But in this case, they didn't use him quite in the way I was expecting, and most of his character is in tandem with Sylvana. Because, we said to ourselves, we're done with terrible episodes of MyStreet. Who are we going to have next? Oh, how about the worst character? Okay. I'm getting ahead of myself because I know this is going to be a freak out episode, and it's already really late. People are watching football downstairs. Fortunately, I think it's football anyway. I heard stadium crowds or something. I don't know. Let's actually get involved. Let's actually do this. I do need to set up my phone with the chat. Hopefully, it's got enough charge now. It'll have to do, because I can't be putting all of the chats on screen like I do sometimes. So let's actually sort that out while reviewing. So without further ado, on the review.
fell asleep just like that.
How dare he fall asleep during such a classic?
What's it gonna be? What's the movie? Come on. What pun are we gonna get for the movie this time? Unless it's Midnight the movie. We've already got that, but Oh, the notebook. Or even the journal. Not the journal, the notepad. The diary. Just the notebook. Okay. We're actually referencing proper pop culture this time. Okay. By the way, question to everyone. Is the notebook any good? Because I've heard different things about it. It's like the Marmite of films. Like some people love it, some people hate it. What do you lot think? Because I'm really not sure. I don't know. Is because I have no inclination to it one way or the other at the moment. I don't know. Anyway, I know someone buys a house in it. That's it. You were already convinced of that, but okay.
Travis may not stay awake for super taffy movies, but he's very sweet in his own way.
Sure he is.
Yeah, these two really are as bad as each other. They've judged their past relationships so much. And from Eric's point of view, the fact that he's now being so judgmental of Travis is actually hypocritical, considering, well, actually, no, it's not hypocritical. It just comes off worse for him because he hasn't evolved and grown as a person, whereas Caitlyn, who burnt down a house when Eric went on a date one time, was okay with him dating Sylvana. I feel like I mentioned that before somewhere, but it's been a while, so might as well just drop that one in again. And Levi drink to it.
Thanks, Dad. Aww. That's so sweet.
You're safe for now, Eric.
How's your love life going?
Well, what a great way to start this.
I love life. Yeah, how are things going with Dante?
Again, Caitlyn seems far more open now. I wonder if she hadn't been on a vacation, actually, would she have really treated Eric and Sylvana that well? Because Nicole and Dante got enough scrutiny from her. I guess if you want to tell Caitlyn anything, break any sort of news to her, take her on a vacation. It's the solution, clearly.
Dante was a huge jerk and didn't want to be my boyfriend!
What a great way of paraphrasing that in your favor. Fantastic, Nicole.
Oh, that's all? That's all? What does that mean? I mean, Nicole, when did you guys make it official you were dating? When did we make it official? Well, he told me he loved me.
After you told him that you loved him. Anyway.
Establishing a relationship, you two need to communicate and actually say you're a thing. That's how mature relationships work. Plus, Nicole.
I'm sorry, where's the video? I'm an idiot. Why does no one tell me these things until I'm halfway through the video? You guys have the power of speech, you know. If I miss out something because everything's going wrong, you can actually tell me that. Okay. Right, we're starting over. Again, actually say stuff. Thank you, MD Penguin, for actually commenting and communicating. Like, crying out loud. Hold on. Oh, whoops. There you go. That's how you ask a question, people. Because again, I'm trying to set up everything because everything was going wrong. So I'm sorry that I missed that. Anyway, let's actually, you know what? We'll start this over. I'll start this over and I'll get to this point without pausing, just so we can establish this. Also, I'm surprised that I even removed it in the first place because I had the screen sharing anyway on the blue bricks. Unless I didn't see that either. I don't know. I could just cut like most of this stream and start here, to be honest, if I remember to do that.
And then Travis just fell asleep during the movie, just like that.
The nerve of him!
Again,
How dare he fall asleep during such a classic?
I know, the Notebook is so romantic.
Maybe he isn't good enough to romance my daughter.
To be fair, I'm surprised that Caitlin's into the Notebook, honestly. Wait, does that mean she's sharing her guilty pleasures with Travis now? That's a big step up. That's progress.
Dad, Travis may not stay awake for super sappy movies, but he's very sweet in his own way.
Sure he is.
Dad!
Fine. I'm just teasing you, Sugar Pea. I'll give him a chance if he means that much to you.
Thanks, Dad. Aww, that's so sweet.
So, tell me about yourself, Nicole. How's your love life going?
My love life.
Oh, it is a good movie. Okay. Oh, you guys not hear it either? Christ, you really don't tell me. Wait a minute, no, you could, because you've listened to it before. I don't even know anymore.
Yeah,
just
how are
asking
things
questions.
going with Dante? Well, things aren't really going. Huh? I was going to tell you before, but I wanted you to get better. Dante was a huge jerk and didn't want to be my boyfriend! Oh, that's all? What do you mean, that's all? What does that mean? I mean, Nicole, when did you guys make it official you were dating?
Even if they had, it'd probably be sooner than you and Travis, just saying.
When did we make it official? Well, he told me he loved me. That isn't establishing a relationship. You two need to communicate and actually say you're a thing. That's how mature relationships work. Plus, Nicole, sweetie, let's face it, you have a tendency to overthink things and make up relationship statuses. Hey, it's complicated is a valid relationship status on the Facebook.
Who even
See? The Facebook. That's how you do a pop culture reference, Afmouse style. Come on, I'm sure we can work in, I don't know, the jotting pad or something into this. Come on.
Who's this Facebook these days? Get with the time, sister!
Maybe I do. I just really can't face Garth, Travis, or Dante after the whole incident. I mean, who else knew aside from me about Jenna?
Quite a lot of people, actually. Including Caitlin, who was invited to go out with them and said no eventually.
Well, I knew. I just didn't think you and Dante were...
Wait! Travis knew?
Yeah, I talked with Gareth this morning. He told me everything.
I mean, he also dressed up as one of the people in the couple. Oh yeah, that was right. We're in MyStreet. No one can see through obvious disguises. Of course.
Dante had good intentions, but was just too afraid to say something. Can't imagine why.
Caitlin, did you know about Travis knowing?
Here we go.
Sounds kinda shady.
What?
Not really. Dante's his best friend, and he wanted to help out his best friend. And also, Caitlin wasn't told about any of this until now by Nicole, her best friend, because she was sick. So again, Travis didn't really do anything wrong here.
Well, Dante and Travis are best friends.
Thank you,
It's
Nicole.
not like Caitlin and Travis are a couple.
See? Even she knows! Because again, according to Caitlin's own logic, they have an relationship. So what exactly is going to be her complaint? I know I'm jumping the gun here, but if you remember what happens, and you're a Traveling fan, especially if you started being a Traveling fan around this time, you know what's coming.
What do you mean? I mean, Caitlin, when did you guys make it official that you were dating? Love and hate you sometimes.
Nicole does got a point. You guys aren't officially dating. He didn't even tell you about Dante being a player.
I mean, again, Nicole just did, and the same reason, really. In fact, I said two reasons. Like I said, she was sick, and Dante's his best friend.
Girl, he be trifling?
No, he was not trifling at all. Your man was trifling. if I'm interpreting the word trifling correctly. Anyway, MD Penguin says, me watching Lizzie here voice acting 2 characters. I will say, dual performances in anything are really fun. Because, like, honestly, a lot of the time, whenever I land 2 roles in anything, I always wonder what it's going to be like if they speak to each other. Because I try to make all the characters I audition for in anything, one specific thing, sound different to each other. You know, just in case there's literally this scene happens, for example. And when I do, it gives me a chance to really experiment, like how different I can make my voice actually sound, because that's part of what, you know, doing a voice acting range is all about. You know, if you can be convincing as 2 separate people, then you're set, basically. So, yeah, actually, and even if it doesn't work, I still like in the experience, so I can then differ the voices later on and continue to improve on them. But, you know, that being said, I guess when you have these 2 characters right beside each other a lot of the time, and one of them just transposed by an octave, sometimes it doesn't work too well. I don't know. I mean, you still can know it's the same person. In fact, that makes it even more fun sometimes. I don't know. I'm rambling.
Whoops.
She'll be fine. Can't say much for Travis, though. But enough about that.
No more
Here,
traveling.
sweetie. Drown your boy's sorrows in some strawberry puffs.
You know what? No. Your moments of random cuteness and hilarity are not going to win me over. Hold on. What was that?
I'll kill you for not telling me, Travis!
Okay, I thought you said for betraying me, Travis, for a second there. Just making sure.
I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'll let it go.
Now, she hates me.
Nonsense, Aaron. We're gonna get you some quality time with my mom. She just needs to hang out with you more.
Oh, yeah. That's what happens. Exposure therapy. No, I'm kidding. To be fair, just knowing about Aaron, it's actually going to make things worse between him and Sylvana, because Sylvana is just secretly always jealous. So the more of a good person Aaron becomes to her, the worse it's going to be for him until she actually grows up later on. Yes, the mother of the main character has to grow up. I know what I said.
Well, I'm all for spending time with you.
You're too sweet.
Yeah, you're too sweet. Get out there.
What the world could she be? You'd think she'd be with Eric and his strawberry puffs.
Nah, Nicole ain't the
Isn't
one.
that her over there?
Yeah, that is her. Mom! Hey!
Oh, Mia! I'm so glad you're here!
I'm so glad we found you. We wanted to see if you...
I just ran into the perfect man for you today.
Huh?
Seriously?
Afmal, meet Jean!
Hey there. Long time no see.
Indeed, long time no see. I love how he does it. He recognizes Afmal's voice, doesn't say anything, and then turns around and is like, oh, long time no see. All right, fine then. Hi, Jean.
Mom! That's... Jean!
I know! Isn't that a cute name? So much better than Aaron.
Not really? You know, you're still grasping at straws here, Sylvana. I'm sorry. Your daughter is too crazy in love to be worried about Jean.
Rude.
No! Mom! That's Gene! I knew him in high school. A jerk to me!
He was? Really? You never spoke of him.
There's a lot you don't know about from Afmal's high school because of how idiotic you are. Yeah.
No one would want to speak of him.
So
No, wait till you hear about Ian. Oh, wait, no! You actually met Ian! And you liked him!
allow me to explain. Back in high school, I really was a jerk to Afmal. I was really stupid back then. I was going through a lot of stuff. Afmal, I'm really sorry.
You can turn to face it, thank you.
Everything. Can we start over?
Do you remember what you did to us?
You tried to!
I know. But
I mean, if you're going to talk about trying to kiss her, that's not even the worst thing he did, actually. I feel like the worst thing that he did was blackmailing her, making her skip school twice, and actually, commit acts of vandalism and stuff. Probably worse, I'd say. Although, who knows? Depending on your own personal value system and such. Again, either option is actually pretty well justified.
Oh, 2-3. You all need
Imagine if Pop was reintroduced to the main cast, like having not seen them for years, and this is what happened. Like if Morwenna was bi or something, and then Geneva sets her up. Well, I wouldn't put it past Geneva to set her daughter up if anything happens between them and Marwick, but yeah. But yeah, honestly, it would be with better intentions than I want grandbabies. Does Jean know that that's what's going on? Was Sylvana upfront about that? Because, she was very, very blunt about, oh yeah, I found a new guy for you to date right in front of me and right about this guy that I've mentioned. Did she actually talk to him and go, all right, so you seem to have some strong DNA. How about merging that with my own offspring and producing grandbabies for me? Yes, this is a perfectly normal conversation to have, isn't it? Every time I see her, she only gets worse. It's the Sylvana curse.
To talk this out. You're all adults now. It's time to leave these little grudges in the past.
I'm not even gonna. Yeah, they're gonna make a comment about that. I was gonna say I'm even gonna start on that.
Yes! Now, let's talk over lunch. On me!
Huh? But I just met and I...
Come on! Food solves everything! Let's go!
Again, compare this to Ziana, who was tricked by her kids into believing that Atman was dating Zane because he's such a nice person and so emotional that they didn't want to hurt her in any way. She was basically just being nice. She wanted to treat everyone because she was so happy at the news she'd already received and what the direction that she thought her own child had taken for himself. The complete opposite to what Sylvana's doing here. Still taking charge for those for herself, hypocritically pointing out that they're all adults, even though she still treats Athma like a child, and just invites a random stranger over instead of, a long childhood friend. Although, to be fair, Aaron got invited by Ziana too, but because, they were all friends and not because they were old enemies. Again, literal opposite. And yet, for some reason, she still gets defended at this time.
Travis! 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 Travis!
Cake.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Garth, it looks amazing.
I know. It almost looks as good as my mummy's.
Hey, do you guys have a cake? It smells like cake in here.
It smells almost as good as mommy's. Again, that could have been a pretty good line there, actually.
Cake? What are you talking about?
Cake? Who would have a cake?
Yeah. How do you even smell anyway with that mask on?
Oh, wow.
How do you not feel pain from the ugly on your face?
How would you know with all that hair over your eye?
Okay.
Whatever. It's not like I wanted a piece or anything. Cupcakes are better anyways.
They're just tiny cakes.
Whew, he's gone. Now come on, Garth. We gotta eat this cake before...
Oh, God.
Caitlin!
Why didn't you tell me about Dante and Nicole?
Because it wasn't your business in that moment.
What do you mean?
Dante was lying to Nicole and you covered for him?
Not really. He actively tried to get Dante to confess in his own time. You, Caitlin, are not Nicole's guardian. You do not need to police what she does or fight her battles for her. You're trying to be a good friend, but you are failing.
Cover for him, I just didn't tell you.
Damn, see?
Well, I guess that makes sense.
It does. You're right. It does make sense. Yes, Caitlin. It makes absolute sense.
Wait, is that cake? You're eating cake after you and I went on exercise swore off sweets together?
Ah, the comedic origins of MyStreet. You know, that wouldn't even be that bad. Because again, at the time, I'm sure that would have been a funny line. But again, watching it back 5 years later, what do you have? You have the ultimate, the ultimate confession scene interrupted later on, and a prolonged, how many years? 2-year long extension of this ship going nowhere. Like, people think that I draw out my stuff because Moen and Mara didn't get together until the end of season 1. Well, guess what? It's season 2, baby, and we're still going.
Wait, don't use this against me. This is a whole different thing completely.
Thank you.
How can I trust?
Wait, he's actually defending himself. He actually is growing a backbone with Caitlin. You know what? I take it back. Travis is actually improving as a person. Again, I said before that this ship actually improves both of them as people over time. Maybe Travis was just first, you know? And Caitlin was just relapsing right now. I don't know. Actually, if she relapsed, that means that she was first. You all know what I meant.
That.
Caitlin, come on!
No, Travis. This isn't about cake. This is about Nicole.
Well, we already resolved that, and he made explanation. You said it made sense, so now it's about cake. Idiot.
I wanted to be there for her to help her.
You were sick, and also you left her. You want to be there to help her, but now that you're well, you went and stormed off after Travis, leaving Eric to cover for her with strawberry puffs, which you're fortunate enough he'd already made a batch for her. Again, idiot.
You know I love her like a sister and wanted to help her. You know
Travis loved Dante like a brother. Same logic applies.
that.
I guess you're right. I just didn't think
No, you're not. She's not. She's not right. She's completely wrong. Absolutely wrong. No way. Absolutely.
about you, that's all.
Oh, Travis, you done messed up.
What? It's the truth.
I mean, he messed up by saying those words. That I'll give them.
I...
Caitlin, you.
She's gonna go Super Saiyan, isn't she? She's gonna go Super Saiyan any moment. I mean, I don't know. I would.
Jerk! Looks like Dante isn't the only one who doesn't think before he speaks.
That's fair, actually. Although in this case, Dante overthought before he spoke. It's weirdly the opposite. But I see what you mean, actually. Again, if Travis, if it just ended up before that point, I feel like that would have been even less justified. But, you know, we actually do have a reason now for Travis to need to apologize for something. For one thing. Not for the other thing.
Caitlin, babe, where are you going?
No, we called her babe, okay. I refuse to thank God.
Baby, wait!
Don't you, Caitlin, babe me. You know how I feel about pet names, Travis.
That's fair. It's like Beast Boy saying Mama Raven all the time. It's just gonna get under her nerves. What's the point?
I totally saw this coming.
Well, well, guess what? She's meant to be there comforting you. Some best friend you chose there, Nicole. I feel like this is where Lucina needs to slip in or something and just like be like, "Come on, Caitlin. I would be better at comforting Nicole now. You're clearly doing a terrible job." Or something like that. I don't know.
Huh?
Caitlin's hot-headed like me when it comes to relationship stuff. I've been her friend long enough to know this. She's like a big teddy bear, but with dangerous, killer emotions.
Well, looks like Dad's gotta fix this.
Under normal circumstances, I say go for it. Because it's you, I don't trust you.
All right, you two.
If you get into position, then start talking. Again, I always see this kind of thing.
What, you two?
Just to put that into perspective of live action, that's the equivalent of me basically doing this. Hold on. It's me doing this scene. All right, choo-choo. It doesn't work that way. Nice try, Keston. The editing of this series wasn't up to your standard.
Huh?
We're going out to lunch now. We are gonna get along.
Dad!
I am a man. I can deal with this alone. Okay, save me, please.
Caitlin, stop trying to kill Travis. Look, I don't like him, but if he makes you happy...
He's not making me happy right now.
Even so.
He was eating a cake.
Oh, God.
Not the special strawberry puffs I slaved over for hours for your stupid diet?
You made strawberry puffs for a diet. You're right. It is a stupid diet. Very well put, Eric.
Oh, no.
And speaking of terrible parent meals,
Now this is nice.
So, Jean,
Afmao!
It's alright, Sylvana. I've got an interview here for a job on the
I
island.
love how they just live on first name basis, even though they just met. As to be fair, they're both adults, so of course they wouldn't, you know, do the whole Mrs. Aphmau's mum thing or whatever nonsense they do in America.
I'm only here for a week, so
good.
I'm glad I got to see you, Aphmau.
Okay, Aphmau. Was not expecting that. So on for second chances, my goodness. Maybe she wouldn't have given Michi so much leeway. I don't know. Maybe Zane was just a special circumstance because of their history or something. You never know. Also, why is there a melon on stage there? Like, look at that. Did Crack Gameplay show up as the Melon Man or something, and that to just plop that there to break it later? I don't know.
Huh?
I really was a jerk to you in high school, and for that I'm really sorry. You don't have to forgive me, but I'm glad to see you're doing well.
Thanks,
Kill him with kindness, Gene.
I guess.
I hope maybe you can give me a second chance. Things are kinda rough for me right now, and I'm just trying to make up for past mistakes.
Well,
I call that pulling a shiny.
sorry to hear that, Jean.
Oh, you poor thing.
Please, ma'am.
Oh, I forgot to promote this stream on the group chat I share with Shiny, actually. And some other people, granted. You know, it's not just this lot. Hold on. I haven't messaged in quite some time. I think it's just far down. I don't even remember anymore. Oh, there it is, because it's got muted, that's why. Anyway, back to this.
I don't need pity. A half-mile smile is enough.
Oh, how sweet!
It's just as bright as that star in the evening sky.
A star?
Yeah, what? That star? But there's one particular star? You sure?
What the? Huh? Wait. That's no star.
Again, he survives this. He survives it every time.
I think something might have happened between.
Although now I can sort of see how, you know, Caitlin's actual true forever potion strength coming into effect. Makes sense.
Caitlin and Travis.
Nice throw, Dad.
Or maybe it's Eric. Okay. There's a theory for another day.
What makes my sugar plant?
That's right, Dad. You tell him.
Even if she is an over-sentimental teddy bear.
True.
Say what?
Fast throw, sweetheart!
You know I hate pet names.
That was more of a descriptive adjective rather than a pet name for you, but sure. Also, he calls you Sugar Pea all the time. Why is this? Okay.
It's just what I do when I'm out, so try.
And that was Mummy Surprise. Love, Love, Paradise. You know something? It's actually not as bad as I remembered it. It's even worse, because not only does it have the Sylvana and Jean stuff in the thumbnail that I remembered about, but it also has the start of the Caitlin and Travis argument that delays the ship for ages that I was dreading would happen. Both in the same episode. It's like you had two natural disasters and you just merge them together to make one singular cataclysm. Episode 21, everyone. Oh boy, that was something. So yeah, sorry about all of the problems with the stream and like the setup, the delay and everything. Honestly, if there were any streams that I think would have been, actually what they had all these issues, I'm glad it was this one, because I would hate to waste a good episode on terrible technicalities. Oh well, thanks for joining those few that did and actually suffered through it with me in this time. It's appreciated. It's always good to not go into these things alone, isn't it? Oh well, I'm going to now finish off the rest of my popcorn because I need to nibble on something sweet before I, have a brain aneurysm. Alright, well please leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters. Subscribe if you have done so already, all of that good stuff. We could do one more song actually. We could do one more song. Just to ease everything. I think that should be fine. Just so we don't end this on such a bitter note. Just listen to one more song or something. How about one where Aaron punches someone for all ages? Yeah, let's do this one. Aaron versus Ian. Oh, this is gonna make it fast, isn't it? Get ready for terrible mic quality, by the way, but otherwise,
This is the climactic fight. I can't believe what I'm seeing. I don't mean Shadow Irene. I speak of Aaron and Ian. Why one the other's despised with every fiber of being. One is sick in the mind, the other desperate for healing.
Sorry, it appears to be in 360p for some reason. There we go.
Cometh the hour, projects the worst let it go. Ian rejects this defiance with a definite no. Due to his devilish mood, he sends a napalm so crude. But from a wound and Aaron's fury, Ian turns on the feud. He runs away, thinking somehow that he'll make an escape. But Aaron's blood goes up a drug that's even greater than snake. With the hunger of the wolf, he catches up to his prey. And regardless of his speed, Ian still runs away. He manages to turn and jump in the last moment he can. The snow beneath the pair begins to crumble just like his plan.
Did it just freeze again? My goodness, can nothing work tonight?
Ian continues his pursuit with no salvation in sight. Soon enough, the only option enough left is to fight. This is how things are. The battle now is in motion. How did it come this far? Why would he cause this commotion? Now they've raised the bar. I must undo every potion. The bidden and the start. All that they can do right now is spar. This is how things are. The battle now is in motion. How did it come this far? Why would he cause this commotion? Now they've raised the bar. I must undo every potion. The bidden and the start. All that they can do right now is spar. Despite the injuries and fisticuffs, the webbles begin. Ian tries to counteract his foe and deal with him, but with a definite kick, Ian is hurled back so quick that even versus Zoe Kendall Timmer he cannot win. Once again he turned away and ran as fast as he could. Aaron's head unhesitatingly smashes through solid wood. Once again he's proved the fastest, this much I can denounce. His opportunity presents itself, he goes for the pound. But he is shaken off in his judge insistent, not persisting. Just imagine all the pain he's resisting. Aaron's back down and flies into the gentle passing breeze. Now he doesn't give a toss about his life, because who cares if Ian sees? Ian cackles evilly, rubbing in the soul.
Rubbing in the salt that he has, you know, Cronus's scythe somewhere stored. There we go.
The Atma still loves him despite his foul assault. Will Aaron control his rage? Will he turn her on the stage? It seems innate, but very soon we shall find out the results. This is how things are. The battle now is in motion. How did it come this far? Why would he cause us commotion? Now they've raised the bar and must undo every potion. The bitter and the star, all that they can do right now is far. This is how things are. The battle now is in motion. How did it come this far? Why would he cause his commotion? Now they've raised the bar and must undo every potion. The bitter and the star, all that they can do right now is far. And it's closing. Aaron's at his last. All his strength appears exhausted, his life's ending fast. Ian revels in his success with a triumphant cry, a final taunt to his foe before he was to die. But what is this? It seems Aaron has voices in his head. If he can't win in human form, he'll be werewolf instead. He is now able to judge both Ian as if he's dread. Aaron's fury gives new meaning to the phrase seeing red. Now he gains the upper hand with the greatest of ease. With one punch he's able to knock down the most solid trees, determined to teach Ian that he cannot do as he please. It won't be a pretty sight when all the fighting's to cease, but the tyrant retained hope as long as there was the light. For there was no other option to continue the fight. Will Aaron dominate an unfamiliar stage? Well, as of late, I'm fairly sure that he has victory in sight. This is how things are. The battle now is in motion. How did it come this far? Why would he cause us commotion? Now they've raised the bar and must undo every potion. The bitter and the star, all they can do right now is far. This is how things are. The battle now is in motion. How did it come this far? Why would he cause us commotion? Now they've raised the bar and must undo every potion. The bitter and the star, all they can do right now is far.
Please leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters, and subscribe if you've done so already. I will see you all back, weirdly enough. We've got an even bigger time jump this time before the next one. Instead of 8 days, we now have 11 days to wait before the next half-mile stream, because episode 22 came out on August 24th, apparently. So I'll see you all on the 24th. Same time, same place, 5 years later, except actually on time for once. On that note, until next time, farewell. God, I feel better now.